business trip.
Did the people move around?
It does tingle a little bit. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is Matt with the Disney Planning Insights podcast. Over on the other screen, it is Peter with Princesses and the Mouse Disney Travel. And it's top 3 time. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you haven't been here before, it's a pretty cool segment where we are going to randomly pick a category out of this bag of chips, and we are going to give you our top 3. Last week, it was not random. This week, completely random.
Oh, hold on. My piece of paper is way over there. Okay.
All right. Okay. That chip just jumped out at me, so it wants to go. It is chip number 15. Category number 15 tonight is... That is not what I was looking for. You. 15. Okay, here we go. This is one we haven't done. This will take us back to last year. The top 3 things we will miss from the Walt Disney World 50th celebration.
What? Who puts these categories in here?
You got 30 seconds.
Thinking about taking a trip to Disneyland, Disney World, maybe a Disney cruise, or one of the other amazing Disney destinations? Contact me at Princess of the Mouse, and I'd love to work with you on your itinerary to the most magical places in the world.
You can contact Princesses and the Mouse Disney Travel on Facebook at PATM Disney Travel.
All right, this is an interesting one. We're going to go with the top 3 things we are going to miss from the Walt Disney World 50th celebration. They had a lot going on.
It's so long ago.
It is. It is. It started October 1st, 2021. It ended in March the 30th, 2023.
Did you just happen to know that, or did you just looked that up? You had to.
I knew it.
No way.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
How?
Because I'm a sad person.
Well, sad person, I guess go ahead and start this obscure topic.
All right. So, my number 3 is going to be the 50th anniversary cavalcade.
That's a good one. I would like to make that my number 3. Let me go ahead and talk about it.
I think as far as Disney fans go, the cavalcades were a step in the right direction during COVID. And what they did with the 50th cavalcade was really, really good. It introduced the characters in their 50th anniversary outfits. Had a really, really good music soundtrack to go with it. And just all in all was a really good kind of transition until Festival of Fantasy Parade came back. What, in 2022? I think March of 22 is when it finally fully came back. So it took a while to get that parade back. But yeah, it was such a good bridge, and it was such a good little show, and I think it kind of unlocked the ability to have that secondary parade again, because they had like Move It, Shake It dance party and that kind of stuff, but it was nothing like a little mini parade, and that's what the 50th anniversary cavalcade ended up being. So that's going to be my number 3, is the 50th anniversary cavalcade. Peter, what is your number 3?
Well, you know, it's funny. So I don't have to miss them, which is why I'm only going to do them with number 3, because I can still get to them. But as of right now, I don't know if we're going to get more of them. So I am going to go with the character statues. One of my favorite things that they did during that 50th celebration was the sprinkling of the golden character statues all throughout the park. And in addition to that, then you could buy like mystery pin sets and all this other stuff to try and like collect the pins of all the statues. And so there was just a lot going on around those statues, where they put the top 100, or not top 100, but like, I mean, in
50.
those 100, there's iconic as well as diverse, as well as old and new, and right. So in those statues throughout the park, and this is why I'm making it number 3, because I'm going to go down there next week and I can go wave at the statues and they'll play their music. But what was awesome is they debuted, right? Yeah. And so as of right now, I can't imagine any more of those golden statues will show up. And so I will say that for my number 3. One of my favorite, I'm kind of also treating this as one of my like favorite 3 things that they did during the 50th celebration, right?
Yeah. No, I'm good. I'm good with that little twist on our top 3 tonight.
Yeah. So, well, because I'm not gonna walk around and see new gold statues, right? I have the gold statues. So yeah, I'm gonna go with that for my number 3. I really enjoyed the addition of those gold statues into the park, and I think it would be really cool if in a future one they continue adding to that, or maybe alter the locations of them, or something else along those lines. But really enjoy those being a part of the park now as a result of the 50th anniversary.
Yeah, so, and the use of the Magic Band around them was really cool as well. That was a really neat touch, what they call that plussing it type of thing. It was cool enough just to have the statues, all really well done statues, but if you had the Magic Band pluses, you had the ability to wave at them and get them to make the noises or play a little piece of music or something like that. So
yeah, and that still works. Your Magic Band kind of vibrates and you wave at them, and then they'll start making noise and playing their things. And so we could even say that, right? Just the Magic Band pluses becoming a thing during the 50th, which is now awesome when you go to Disneyland, because your Magic Band plus is able to be used over there, which prior Disneyland had no interest in incorporating the Magic Band technology.
Well, and I think they had to with the new gates coming in and that kind of stuff, so they needed to have functionality across the park anyway. So, which we'll get into that on another topic, because those are weird, like adding them to your account and that kind of stuff. So we'll have to talk about that on an actual show about getting the Magic Bands added to your account. All right, let's go to our number 2s. Number 2, Shannon, I love your number 2, so I'm taking it because I had like 5 or 6.
Cheating.
But, and I don't know that this would come up in yours because you had such a bad experience here for it, but the 50th anniversary menu at California Grill. We did that experience, and we had a really good experience there. It was long.
We loved the food. I'm upset that it took me over 2 hours to dine.
Yeah, and we had a long experience there as well, and it didn't work out the way we wanted it to, because we tried to time it to where we could go out onto the balcony and watch the fireworks and that kind of stuff, and it was just like one of those like misty, low cloud, just miserable October nights. Or no, we did it in November. So it was one of those nights to where we just couldn't do that. So we tried to get on the monorail, get over to the park before the fireworks started. Our monorail breaks down at the Floridian because one of the doors won't close. It was it was like, it just wasn't meant to be. By the time they finally got the door to close on it, we just drove past the Magic Kingdom as the fireworks were going and watched the fireworks from the monorail. It was just one of those nights for us. But no, the food was spectacular. They brought back a lot of classics from their older menus, and that's another thing that I'll probably bring up is some of the restaurant changes that happened during the 50th.
You only have one left.
I know. Like I said, I had like 5 or 6, but Shannon's was really good.
Hopefully I'll take 1 or 2 of them.
I completely forgot about the 50th anniversary menu. So yeah, so it was a great thing. And California Grill by itself is a great meal. It's the restaurant that's on top of the Contemporary. High-end restaurant. Probably third or fourth when it comes to, like, if we were to rate, like, top-end restaurants, it's probably up in that top 3, maybe 4th, depending on if you're including Springs or not.
Well, it also depends on if you want to spend $200+ a person.
Yeah, yeah.
Because if not, then Monsieur Paul and Takumi Tai are...
But yeah, no, really, really good food. Good menu. We actually still have our menus. We took, because they were paper menus at the time, and we just took them. They
weren't paper. He's lying. He stole them.
It was all paper because it was COVID. We still. I was surprised we didn't have to just scan a QR code to look at our menu at Cali Grill. But so yeah, so my number 2 is the 50th anniversary menu at California Grill. Peter, what's your number 2?
I don't know. You talked so long, I forgot. Oh, I remember. Something that they did over in Animal Kingdom to celebrate the 50th was the short-lived show Kite Tales. And I actually, did you ever see it?
I did multiple times.
I enjoyed it.
I have the greatest video of
just one crashing and burning.
Yeah. Simba crashes into the landing zone.
I thought it was better than the credit it was given. I thought it was really neat and whimsical. I thought it was really fun to see all of those larger-than-life characters portrayed on the kites as they were going around. And I gotta believe with the level of intellect and imaginative problem-solving people that I feel like they gave up on it too soon. Where if they would have kept plugging at it and keep figuring out the aerodynamics and the choreography of it, I think it really could have became something. And the reason why I really miss Kite Tales is, and why I'm putting it on this list, is because you and I at length have talked about how absolutely awful it is that Animal Kingdom doesn't really have a show. They don't really have a good, outside of their, obviously I'm not talking about Finding Nemo and Festival of the Lion King, but like every other park has a show or shows or outdoor thing, and just Animal Kingdom doesn't have that. Yep. And I thought Kite Tales was fun and whimsical, and I love the kites, and I wish they would have tried harder to make it work instead of just kind of, it was a great idea and then they just scrapped it. I wish they would have stuck at it and figured out the logistics of it and kept it going. So for the 50th celebration, Kite Tales came around. It was around very, very seldomly because of wonderful videos like Matt's, where Simba ate a kid in the crowd, and they never quite got it right, but I wish they would have kept getting after it because I really enjoyed it. I thought it was what Animal Kingdom needed, and I think Animal Kingdom is lesser for not having it now.
Yeah. No, Kite Tales was fun. It was, I have a great video of it, but, we watched it from the main theater, and then we watched it again from Flame Tree, the little buildings that you can eat at behind Flame Tree. And yeah, it was a fun show. It was ambitious, and I think it was a lot bigger than that area could allow for, and I think that's why they had so much problems with those kites. But they didn't have enough people to do the ancillary stuff as well. Remember, they were still running on these skeleton crews coming out of COVID. This show, I think, was really hampered by that. Over on the Twitch stream, hey Paz, thanks for coming back and checking us out. No, one of our friends from the Lorcana stream checking out one of the live streams, which is cool. All right, let's get to our number ones. Before I hit my number one, if you want to give us any ideas for top threes, you can go over to the website, patmdisneytravel.wixsite.com/planning. The website's going to change here really, really soon. I've been working on a new site in the background, and I'm hoping to have it go live here in the next couple of months. So be ready for that change. It's gonna be pretty dramatic. It's pretty cool. We've been doing a lot of cool work on it, so really excited for that to come out. But if you're if you don't want to go over to the website, just want to hit us up on social media, you can go over to our Facebook page at DPI Podcast or over to our Twitter page at Disney Insights, and you can give us ideas over there. My number one, if I would have only seen it on video, would have never been my number one. But seeing it live a few times, Harmonious is my number one. Harmonious was the night show that Epcot had for the 50th. It was a mangled mess of Disney music sung by the countries of Epcot. But it was spectacular to see. It was disjointed. It really didn't have that glue that held it together that good Disney shows do.
This is as good as me picking Kite Tails.
But it was an absolutely visually stunning show. And for them to do what they did to those showpieces and just completely get rid of them. Wadra
Wabbits.
Yeah. To completely get rid of them and like scrap them, I thought was crazy. I mean, think about what they could have done with something like one of the taco barges at Animal Kingdom in that lagoon with a show. You know, there were a lot of things that they could have done with that stuff instead of just scrapping it.
They could have flown kites around it.
Float kites around. You're gonna fly drones around it.
Please.
So no, it was an absolutely beautiful show that missed the mark with its audio interpretation, and it was tragic that they just kind of scrapped it. And Luminous, you're gonna see it here soon. I'm gonna see it here in a couple of months. I'm interested.
I've already seen Luminous 3 times.
Okay, you've already seen Luminous. I'm interested to see what it looks like live compared to Harmonious.
It's pretty good. I like it. I've seen it from 3 different places now. I think my favorite is back by Japan. I think you turned me on to an Epcot firework location.
Yeah. It just, with as much as Harmonious had going on, Luminous has a lot to live up to in that aspect. So, at least in my eyes. So, my number one, 50th. Paz gives us an RIP for Harmonious. It was a good show. It is no more. But it lives on. Go over to our YouTube channel. We've got 3 different versions of it on the YouTube channel. So
that and Rip Disney Enchantment.
Yeah.
Yeah, Harmonious and Enchantment.
Yeah. Well.
And Kite Tails.
And Kite Tails.
I like them. I want to buy one of those kites. Okay, those things were massive.
All right, Peter. Before you get to your number one, where can people find you?
I don't know.
He's a ghost.
Wherever you want. Yeah, I'm an enigma. Good luck finding me. I'm like Jason Bourne. Yeah, over on Facebook, Princess of the Mouse Disney Travel, as well as the Wix site. That would have been amazing if it scrolled right then, as I pointed down. I really don't know.
It is.
Oh yes. I can't really see the stream. I know I have like a 25% chance or whatever it is to point at the right time. Yep, find me there. Love to talk to you. As I said a couple of shows ago, fall break is starting to fill up, so come and get your trip there. Still seeing a decent amount of availability here in the next month or two. You know, I'm going next week, and I'm still shifting my reservations around. And now the big things are gone, but there's still a lot of really strong, solid stuff popping up here and there to be booked. So, yeah, give me a call. My number one, though, without further ado, and this is a good one, okay? And at some point, I think those Fab 50 statues will disappear anyway, those gold statues. But my number one is I really like the Beacons of Magic. That is the number one thing that I have, you know, walking through the park at night. I really love, the one I love the most was the Tower of Terror. Oh,
Yeah.
one of my lights just died. We're moving on without them, folks. We're on to Cincinnati. I really love the one that was on Hollywood Tower of Terror. I just thought, like, I could just sit there and just watch the animation up on that upper lounge area as people moved around and all of that. I mean, I could have watched that for a very long time. I just thought that was so cool. For those of you that don't know, the Tree of Life, the castle, the Tower of Terror, the Hollywood Tower, and the Epcot Globe all got these enhancements, and 3 of the 4 of them are gone now. The Epcot Globe is obviously still doing its lights, and I can't imagine that they'll get rid of that because that has just made the Epcot Globe so awesome.
Yeah.
They would just be dumb if they got rid of what the Epcot Globe is doing, really ever. But the other 3 parks did special kind of lighting effects and 3D mapping and all of this late into the night, and I am going to miss that. I thought those were really fun and really cool to look at. So that is the number one thing that I am going to miss about the 50th anniversary celebration. Special shout out to the Iridescent collection as well, which was just really cool to see. You know, since I kind of cheated on the gold statues because they are technically still there, but I believe the plan is to remove them at some point.
Yeah.
So at some point I will officially miss them.
Yeah, Shannon in the chat, Fab Five's iridescent costumes, the 50th anniversary menu at Cali Grill, and the 50th anniversary decorations on Cinderella Castle. Because Cinderella Castle got a full makeover for the 50th. The rose gold or the rose tone and all that. So yeah. No, good top 3. Pretty unique topic tonight. So thank you guys all for joining us. Like I said, if you do have a comment, if you have a better number 1, number 2, or number 3 than us, put it down in the comments, put it over in the chat. Let us know on one of our social media accounts. But until then, we will see you guys next week.
Hey, thanks for checking us out today. Don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons to help out the channel. Also, if you're looking for some more Disney content, check this out. I think you're going to like it.